Mr. Cruz, come out of the closet. No. Come on, Mr. Cruz, you can't just stay in the closet. All right, you need to come out now.
What's going on?
Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet. Well, we can't leave you alone because you won't come out of the closet. It's been 4 hours now, and Tom Cruise still will not come out of the closet. Hundreds of onlookers have gathered here in hopes that the celebrity will finally give in. Tom Cruise, please come out of the closet. Everybody here just wants you to come out of the closet. Nobody's gonna be mad. Everything's gonna be alright. We're still not exactly sure why Tom Cruise is in the closet, but I'm being joined now by famous singer-songwriter R. Kelly.
I was just sitting here. Tom Cruise locked himself in the closet. Ask myself, why won't Tom Cruise just come out the closet? But it has no answers. And so I pull out my gun. Oh, everybody Tom Cruise in the closet, or else I'm gonna shoot someone. I just wish I could write my room, but Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
Tom, it's Nicole. Tom, don't you think this has gone on long enough? It's time for you to come out of the closet.
I'm not in the closet.
Yes, you are, Tom. And you need to just end this and come out. I'm not going to think any differently of you. Katie's not going to think any differently of you. You don't need to be in that closet anymore, Tom.
I'm not in here.
Yes, you are.
I'm not in the closet.
Tom, you can't hide forever. Come out of the closet, Tom. You're not fooling anyone.
But I'm not here.
Charlie, guys, come out. Oh my God. Okay, so like, if you don't come out, can I at least come in and talk to you?
Okay, but no trick.
No shit. Man, it's good, man.
Yeah,
Hello? Hey, come out of there! It now appears that John Travolta is also in the closet, and he refuses to come out. Here with more details once again is R. Kelly.
I was just standing here. Tom Cruise locked himself in the closet. Then John Travolta closet. John Travolta in the closet. See, Tom Cruise and John Travolta come out of the closet. I calm myself down. And I pull out my gun. Tom Cruise and John Travolta come out of the closet. I'm gonna cap it.
We've just had an incredible development here, Mitch. Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and R. Kelly have all come out of the closet. We've just had an incredible development here, Mitch. Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and R. Kelly have all come out of the closet.
I was just sitting here. Tom Cruise locked himself in the closet. Ask myself, why won't Tom Cruise just come out the closet? Nobody has no answers. And so I pull out my gun. Tell me what Tom Cruise in the closet, or else I'm gonna shoot someone.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, peoples and cyborgs and beings of all kinds, welcome to a new version of something we're doing on this stream or this channel. Mama began giving me links to articles a couple weeks ago, and I decided that Mama needs to come on and explain these things to us because she is all knowledgeable and she is the mother of the globe. So I'm going to bring in our mother of the globe. Hi, Mama. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hello, everyone.
Sorry, we're a little bit late. I was drunk at the bar talking with some people about what happened to me the other day, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to get stuck up on what happened and why I got stuck at the bar. But let's keep blowing on. So, Mama, are you ready to explain everything to us?
Everything? No.
You're going to explain it all about the subject.
Oh, well, the four things we're going over.
Okay, let's go with that. Yes, totally. But The subjects that you kept sending me, I felt it was more going to be more interesting, let's put it that way, that you are helping us explain it with our panel, of course. But it is a new fun thing that I thought we would go over and have for our mama of the globe to help us describe. So I hope everybody's ready. And Tiny Captain saying, drunk at the bar, Slim Cyborg. Yes, of course. And you want Glover Mama to send you to your room. Of course. I need spankings first and then sending me to my room. And that happens later in the dungeon afterward.
Yes, much later. Mm-hmm.
Much later. So I'm going to I'm going to bring in the next person with their intro, which is my lovely queen. So let me get to this. And we are going to have intros for everybody very soon. Give me a second to download Brainlesses to show that. But we're going to do this first.
She truly is a queen today.
My queen. So, hello, my queen.
Hello, baby. Hi, Mama.
Hey, queen.
How's my MILF today?
MILF is tired, but good.
That's good. I'm having fun. I got my new toy in today, and I'm having fun with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not that kind of toy.
Do we need to
It's done for gems.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what
I
you
saw
said.
that yesterday on Mango's thing. She says she's sending you the rhinestone hot gun, and I'm like, is that a hot gun made of rhinestones or one that actually glues rhinestones?
Yeah.
It could be either.
Well, there's glue. There's like a type of glue on the back of the rhinestones
Right.
that are for it, and it sticks with that.
Yeah. But the way the comment was, it was you could have taken it either way.
Yeah, it was very innuendo-ous.
Gotcha.
Is that the right way to put it?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is, I will bring in. God damn it, skits. We have to make. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do for skits, but that'll be later. So we're gonna bring in the next person. I'm gonna use their intro, which is.
Make it happen, Captain.
There we go. I like that one.
Yeah,
I like
yes,
that
yeah.
one.
And there's for the captain. And give me just a millisecond to upload Brainless's intro as well. I will have an intro for everybody. Vila and Mamas, I'm still a tiny bit stumped on. I know what I'm going to do for skits and Maroonies, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So how are you doing there, Tiny?
I'm doing great. Yeah. A little bit peace again in the house. Not as much rebuilding the kitchen anymore. Some only small touch up left. And then I'm going sail again soon.
You're going to be among the seamen again soon, is what you said?
Yeah. It's postponed 1 week, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure he'll see Cookie. Just saying.
Yeah, no, she's always on the dicks. I mean, the docks at the seaport.
Maybe the Vietnamese cookie.
She's always on top of it. I mean, they're at the. Never mind. Okay, so bringing in our next guest, here is their new intro.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And speaking of that devil, is the Brainless. So,
Yes, I know. I talk a lot. Okay. Thank you.
Add at the end part of the song where he goes, "If I only had a brain."
we may get into a thingy-mabobber soon. I'll find a remix of that bullshit soon, or that saying, and we may even make a own song of it. But anyways, like I said, eventually everybody will have their own intro, and that I have made off of something. The only one that I am majorly stumped with is our next guest, which is Vila. So how are you doing, hon? If she may not be here, but she is the most confusing one. For Mama, I think I have an idea of what we can do for having intro for you. And I think almost everybody, sorry, Skits and Maroonies. I don't want to call you sir, because I don't think of you as But how are you doing with your
Basically, he
skits?
doesn't respect you.
I'm doing good, brother.
Call
Doing
him
good.
private.
No, I do, but like I
Private.
don't think that I want to like call you sir per se, just because that seems like a
Officers.
scale kind. Yeah, exactly, and you get what I'm getting at, right, Skids?
Those are sergeant stripes, damn
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah. I will get on my knees for you later. We'll talk
Well,
about
I
that.
mean, with the sergeant stripes, we might as well use the sergeant from Ren and Stimpy when they go to friggin' the army for his.
Oh, that guy.
And my character, no V for Vendetta reference for mine because like I don't like that. My name has no link whatsoever to V for Vendetta.
Yeah, and so that's what we're trying to get away from. And like, I'm having a hard time making an intro for Vila. Everybody else, I almost, and I want to give Tiny Captain props for coming up with the one for Brainless, because I was a little stumped on that as well. But Tiny Captain was the one who came up with the video that we used for Brainless's intro.
Very flattering.
I was actually first thinking of the point sentence out of that song, but then the end was actually better.
Totally. So we will get that figured out very soon. So, Mama, what would you? The reason why I didn't do a poll today is because we are letting Mama decide the whole stream. She is in complete control. I usually am not the sub. But I am letting Mama be the dom of the stream. And so this is how we do this. She is now the head. So now she's in charge.
Okay, so
Milk's given head? What?
Right, everybody hide the flip flops. Hide the camera. Hide it.
So Mama, we're gonna get the talk.
She's going to explain to
you
us.
all know everything you need to know about the birds and the bees. Just saying.
No, Mama, please explain to the birds and the bees to us how are children made? Please.
Well, when a mommy bee loves a daddy bee, mommy bee lets daddy put his stinger into mommy's.
Oh my!
Or yes,
into mommy, and that's how babies are made.
And then daddy dies.
And then the daddy dies.
Well, slowly after bunches of years, daddy dies slowly from the mama bee and the baby bees.
This way.
Daddy bee dies slowly from all the bile and poison holding in his body from pent-in resentment.
A mommy praying mantis and a daddy praying mantis get together, do the nasty, and then the mommy praying mantis bites the other one's heads off.
You're talking about nasty things. It's nothing nasty making a baby.
Don't all species do that? Isn't that how it works?
Security monitor legit had to explain what wasp was to me.
Yeah.
Because I had no clue.
You do not have wasps in the UK?
The wasp is actually the beast that can kill me, and the bee is no problem for me.
Okay.
What is it? Something white, Anglo, Saxon,
Protestant.
That's it.
Oh, that wasp. I got you.
Yeah, that's why I said Daddy dies from all the pent-up resentment. Oh no, wait, that's wasp.
Funny.
Mommy, if that's
That joke is double funny
why
now.
didn't my teacher tell me a stork brings them?
Actually, they're found under Sour Patch Kids, Cabbage Patch, Baby Patch.
They're found under gooseberry bushes.
Cheese and rice.
I don't have a story.
You definitely don't want to be touching anything under a gooseberry bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't that all poisonous shite or something
No,
like that?
no.
Right?
Gooseberry is like a kind of slang over here for being on your own, alone.
Oh,
Like
I see what
no.
you're saying. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I don't think the goose would appreciate it. The goose would appreciate it much.
I mean, the time that you had sex with that goose in the park, we won't talk about. But anyways, Mama, what would you like to go over first? That's why I did not do a poll.
I was thinking we would start with the California legalizes human composting.
Sweet.
Awesome. Start out with that one.
Do you have that ready to share, or would you?
I do. I do have it. Yeah, I have it on a tab.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not sure how it's shared, but
so click share at the bottom, and make sure you do audio. Yeah. No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Her empty shell of a being is here, and never mind. If you hit share, and if there's any audio that you think that may need to be shared, make sure that's
on this one. I don't think there's any audio.
Perfect.
Let me look.
Sure, just share it, and then
I know on the one of them there is.
Okay.
Oh, Skits needs his support, mental support plushie on his mic.
Exactly. And you don't think that you would like to be composted? It's kinky. I mean, it tickles. I mean, it's fun.
Slim, if being composted tickles, you started too early.
I know there's video on here, but I have to play the video. That's not a big deal.
Okay. I'm not kink shaming myself. I love when I got composted. I got hard the whole time.
Let's see if I can do this.
See, that's the thing about being an internal being. You come out the other end and you can like re-put yourself back together, and like, dude, that is kinky as fuck going through the shredder.
Oh no.
But I said as a kid that I want to be fossil fuel.
And the worms
I fossiled that fuel.
The worms play pinochle on your snap. They eat the jelly. They eat your nose. They eat the jelly between your toes.
Wait, you got jelly between your toes?
Delicious.
When you're dead, yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't clean your
or when you're
teeth,
shanny.
Yeah.
Or when
no,
they're quite synonymous, aren't they?
Crevice. She has fat fold jelly.
Okay, hang on.
Of the Rev kind.
Oh my god.
She probably got somebody composting between
mushrooms.
Her,
I started trying to make songs again about the locals.
Making what again?
Songs again about the locals.
The locals.
But like doing it Weird Al Yankovic style by doing it covers.
I do like parodies and covers. They are great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I cannot see StreamYards. I have everything on the one thing here. I don't know if it's on there or what. Okay, am I up?
You are. Yeah,
you get the feed up. Hang on.
We'll get it figured out very, very soon.
Yeah, I am going to put you on my tablet because I can't see the StreamYard. Shoot, that's not going to work.
Do you want to send me the link and I'll share it?
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. So just give me a second to share.
Otherwise, I have to have two windows open.
Totally, no worries.
Frustrating.
So what are we looking at first?
The California just legalizes human composting.
The composting. Okay, give me just a second to find that one and open that up, and I'll share it, and then we can go from there, and you can read it from your own source, however you like.
Otherwise, I gotta do two screens or two windows. It's gonna be difficult.
Stream is so fucking organized, man. This is so fucking streamlined.
Okay, don't even. You can be. I can kick you if you want me to, or I'll have somebody.
She's in charge.
Okay.
No, so the thing is, I need to see StreamYards. It gets have to mute or something, and it's
Okay, go ahead and if you would like to, you can read it either on my side or your side, but whatever. So
I'll read it on your side if you want to scroll. Yeah.
So if we go to here.
So California, originally you had two options when you died, buried or cremated. This gives you a third option now. You can be composted. So our lovely governor in our state just passed a bill that allows human composting or natural organic reduction after death starting in 2027. So it says here the process of composting a cadaver already legalized in Washington, Colorado, and Oregon involves placing the body in a reusable container, surrounding it with wood chips, and aerating it to let microbes and bacteria grow. After about a month, the remains will decompose to be fully transformed into soil. Companies such as Recompose in Washington offer the service at a natural organic reduction facility. Okay. So it's already been happening. So you could put like under your trees or whatever.
A month?
After a month,
that's
they claim.
Fucking fast.
Yeah.
Well, it's to do with what the coffin is. It's a fungus that eats your body and stuff. So
well,
that's
here they're using a reusable container. But like,
it could be what they're putting around your body as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got the right fungi and stuff, then go fast. Hey,
and they say, unlike cremation, this process, it avoids burning fossil fuels and emission of carbon monoxide. So they're trying to help the climate as well by doing.
So basically, this is climate neutral cremation.
Right. So they're saying here, that we all know during the coronavirus epidemic, funeral homes were inundated, especially in LA, places like that. And they suspended regulations of cremation emissions at that time. So, as they say here, the author of the bill says the threat to climate change motivated the new law, which it makes perfect sense in a lot of ways. I think that was it on that one.
Yeah, that was it on that one.
I thought it was longer than that, but yeah. So you can take the soil, you can have it grow trees, you can have it grow plants,
If you want more information on it, there's a YouTube channel called Ask a Mortician. She is an absolutely amazing YouTuber. I really love her videos.
What's her name?
Ask a Mortician.
Yeah, that's right. She's fucking awesome. Yeah.
She's done a whole video talking about these coffins and what they do and how they do it, and also just natural death and bringing back old practices with death, because it's only in the last 100 or so years that we've handled death the way we do, where we hand it off to another person. It was only in the Victorian era when death became so able to make money did they actually start doing this, where you have the body taken by the undertaker and all these big funeral things. Normally you would sort your body out and you would do it all. That's it. But now it's been made such a big money-making thing. She's talking more about bringing back the old ways and cheaper ways, and that you don't need all these big expensive things, and like you can have the body and you can prep it for burial and everything.
So there are there's a handful of alternative funeral homes that will do handfuls of things that you ask them to do, as long as they're within this. There are 5 different places in the United States right now that will take your tattoos off of you, your dermal layer, and frame them. If you put that in your will and you have it paid for, and you're saying who gets it, either a museum or family members. But literally, there's all kinds of awesome, amazing, crazy, innovative things you can do with your body nowadays.
Also, make sure if you are preparing for your death in that way, that the funeral director or undertaker you
have to go to specific places to do it.
You have to go doing it, because normally these companies send the package to the undertaker, the funeral company, to do it.
Yeah, you have to go to like that's what I was saying. There's 5 places in the Americas that will do that. So once again, you have to go to those places and not anywhere.
There are a lot of companies that send out packages to funeral companies, like your funeral director.
Yeah, but like the alternative stuff we're talking about, like being dressed as a goth or dressed in your bridesmaid or whatever, that's not what normal people do. So you have to go to these specific places to get these like extra things done, and or to like have a tree or a plant put inside of you and then it grows out. Blah blah blah. Can a person be buried at sea? Yes, unless somebody else has.
No, not anymore.
We cannot do that anymore.
No, officially you're not allowed to give anybody a seaman's grave anymore.
Awesome.
That's why most cruise boats have a morgue on them. They actually have a built-in morgue in case people die.
Yeah, merchant vessels just have to empty your freezer and stuff the person in. However,
okay. So all of the dead bodies all the dead bodies we threw all overboard was illegal. God damn it! Not more implications of. Never mind. Let's keep going on. So Mama,
no,
go ahead, Tiny.
I sent you a DM in Discord with a fourth option, actually.
Anal planting of a tree in the no, I'm sorry, no, that was another thing.
That was something different.
The hearse mulching, yes, they just bring the mulcher up to the thing and they just throw the dead body in there and just mulch.
Wouldn't that be just a wood chipper though?
The lawn. Yeah, no, it's same difference.
Okay,
mulching, wood chipping, whatever. You throw the body in there and you just like mulch the land, and then you just
Global Mum won't make a good funeral director. We've got to use nice, soft language when dealing with the grievers.
That's true.
Not a wood chipper. It's a mulch.
Oh, that's true. Service. When you guys talk about mulching, my brain goes to I think it was one of the newer rebooted Outer Limits. I think it was.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And it was one of the things was these people moved to this community, this gated community.
Yeah.
And it was like the kids were like, if you remember the movie Stepford Wives, it was similar, but it was Stepford Kids.
Yeah.
The kids that didn't quite, like the one girl in it, she was really rowdy. She wouldn't listen to her parents, blah, blah, blah. And what they would do was they would take the kids and they would literally kill them and turn them into mulch.
Yeah.
And you'd see the parents go, "Oh, she's with us now," and they'd be putting this mulch down by the tree.
There was this weird ass
misbehaving kids. They just dealt with them that way.
Yeah. So, Mama, you go ahead and load up what's the next subject you want to go over. But while we're speaking of that devil, there's a B movie about like a farm in the middle of like nowhere, and like when people would accidentally drive in, it was kind of like House of a Thousand Corpses or whatever. Like there was a road that you're not supposed to go down, but if you did, they shot out your tires or they caused an accident. Right?
Oh,
sure. Like I was getting at, there's like no. This is like okay. Once I tell you the actual premise, because that is just barely the beginning. Like I said, there's a gazillion movies that already have that is the beginning. What they did is normally teenagers were the ones that like ended up down this road. And what they did is they blew out their tires. They made an accident. They took the bodies and they buried them underground from the neck up, and they like fed them to things, and they made them into like human plants or whatever. And they were like making meat. They were making meat out of it, and they were called. They were making sausages, and like 34 places around the country had their sausages.
That was Motel Hell.
There we go.
Yes, Motel Hell. Thank you. Yeah.
If you don't know what this is, fucking look it up. It is a B movie.
Awesome.
It is not fucking great. It is not fast paced. But dude, the fucking shit, like the premise is fucking insane. You're like, oh, these people are like what was the green shit? It's made of people.
Soylent Green,
which is supposed to take place this year, by the way.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I love Impossible Meat. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Never mind. Anyways,
I'll let you do them because I seem to have an issue on mine where it won't do the share audio part for some reason.
What would you like us to show next?
I think next we're going to do the gay hating grandmother.
I'm totally cheese and rice. I'm totally down with this. Have you heard the remixes that people have done?
Yes, there's actually. I think there's one or two within the article. I did look over this article, so yes.
There is one. The third one down is it? So we're definitely gonna go over that.
I think we'll do this one. We're gonna save the Hooters one for last, everybody. Okay.
Perfect. Because that one's like kind of like the downer a little bit, and like That's more of like reality. We're going over hilariously
reality.
silly stuff right now. Is what we're going over, dude. So what I'm gonna say before I'm gonna add it in, but before I start it, begin this.
Buy Slim a beer.
I'm going to say, well, I actually need to go get a beer, but before Mama begins doing this, what does our lovely what's his name say about not punching the screen and
you're talking about Blue Marble Science.
Blue Marble Science.
Push the screens back to arm's length. I can't remember the exact, but it's like push the screens back to arm's length. You know,
make sure you have hand protection,
forehead
protection.
Oven mitts on.
All
oven
of
mitts,
that
towels, pillows, whatever you can grab.
Yep.
Anything soft.
Push your screen away out of punching range.
There you go.
Thank you all. So there is our warning for this, because once you hear this, you are going to want to like knock something out. Like, not to be a dick, but you literally, after you watch this, you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't live in reality anymore. So here we blow. I'm going to let Mama read.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to go grab a beer and then we can go through this, because it won't take long to go through this, the reading part of it.
Well, no, I can do this within you reading that part.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back.
This woman we see here, she is running for office in Utah. And this was posted to her YouTube account, this video. It says earlier this month. This article is from September 19th. So the video was posted early. Her video was posted earlier this month and didn't get much attention until a local media in Utah noticed it over the weekend. So I'd rather have you watch the video instead of read what she was saying. Yeah. So she's claiming she's the only one running in her party running for office there. And it does go into her more down in the article, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But you can guess where this is going to go. I'm sure you can kind of
with that title.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we?
Can we play the video, because I don't want to read the what she's saying. I'd rather have people just listen to it.
No, son of a beach. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna watch the original video, and then we're gonna watch a remix of it.
Yeah.
And then we will go over the rest of it. But we don't even need to know anything else after we watch this and the remix. But here we blow. And give me 1 second. I just want to do this to make sure that I have a little bit of audio for all of you. So there we go.
Yeah.
And hold on to your seats. Make sure that your arms and legs are inside the vehicle at all times during the ride, and that you have your seatbelt buckled.
Yes, thoroughly buckled. Make sure we don't want it coming off.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're going to want to fly out of your seat at multiple G-forces after watching this. And I have to do this. I mean, we literally... I'm sorry, everybody.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms and the right to free speech. I want less government control and regulation. Want to stop and expose all political corruption. Where's integrity, morality, accountability, government program?
Okay, for just a millisecond, I want y'all to, like, that sounds good the way that it is, right?
You may want to put it down to 1.25. It's a little bit too fast.
Well, but it sounds like how a rapper should be rapping, right?
True, but it's hard. It might be hard to understand.
Sure,
it might be hard to understand to hear the words, though.
That's exactly why I stopped it, and I'm going to show you what she's actually rapping like. And if anybody wants me to go back, we'll do it again. But let me go to normal speed, because I wanted to show you the difference between it. And
go to normal speed. And your mic is...
Lim, your mic. Your mic is
lead to
fucking...
self-sufficiency and support traditional family as the fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they're pushing for new beliefs. And just to clarify, as a female adult, I know what a woman is.
Well,
I love this country. It's a blessing to be free, but freedom comes with responsibility. The Constitution needs to be protected, not changed or disregarded, but resurrected. If you share my values, if you like what I stand for, then give me your vote on the 8th of November. District 12 needs a choice. Let me be your voice, Linda Paulson.
Did you see? Is that way better now?
Yeah. I want
is-
people to hear what she said. Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, and honestly, we're gonna go over this one more time. I'm totally gonna take it back, and we're gonna do it a little bit at regular speed. I'm gonna speed it up, and I'm gonna slow it down. We're gonna speed it up. We're gonna fuck with this for just a second, right? And because once again, listen to this. Listen to this.
You're right, Micro. It's just cringy AF.
Resurrected.
Yeah.
If you share my values, if you like what I stand for, then
They
Still
made
not
a
the
hip
worst
hop beat
rapper in
that
the
is.
world. Still not the worst rapper in the world.
I don't know about that there, sir.
the Flat Earth rapper is even worse.
Oh, Multi Tom Tom.
Yeah, that's one.
Mama, are you okay with us playing with this a little bit?
No, play with
get
it.
through
It's hilarious.
Totally. Okay, so what
That's
I'm gonna
what she
do
said.
is I'm gonna let her say the first verse, then we're gonna speed it up
Hi,
as
Joe.
fast as possible. We're gonna slow it down barely, and then we're gonna go fast again. I just want to go through like how hilarious.
I don't like how
You
she's looking at
realize-
me.
Oh my god, she's looking at my soul.
Yeah, no shit.
Do you
I know,
all
Skids.
realize?
Hi, Joe.
And also, Fresh Princess of Dried Prunes.
Exactly. So, do you all realize a artist or a person, music producer, had to make this beat, and he probably had it like the speed that we're about ready to do it. And she's like, I can't rap that fast. Yeah, you're fucking white. That's why, you dumb twat. I mean,
You're
like,
not supposed to.
yeah, exactly. You shouldn't be doing this type of music if you're fucking like, you should be doing a country song, honey. Not to be a dick, but like, why,
Right.
And she's doing this, and it's like, no, this is probably what it
She's
should
trying
have
to
been.
appeal to the young kids.
She's not done anything to appeal to the young kids. She's trying to appeal
this
to not just people.
And what's funny is she's like making the older people mad because she's rapping, or I like she's not appealing to. Yeah, she's not.
The younger people will be like, "Oh, that's cringe."
No, or we're gonna make fucking fun of this. And you want to see how we have proof of that? Give us just a millisecond to scroll down on this to show you exactly how she got trolled. So once again, what I want to do just really fast is I want to like speed this up and slow it down and do a couple things to have fun with it because it deserves to be made fun of. So what I'm gonna do, we're doing 2 times.
Oh, we're gonna do it 2 times.
Yeah, no, because we already did. We already did. Yeah, so we're gonna.
There are a few of us, so in order for all of us to get a turn, it's got.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Exactly, because there's a lot of holes for us to fill on her. I mean, to watch this while we're. Anyways, let's keep blowing
on her. Hell, fucking no.
She does look creepy there, doesn't she?
Seriously,
you can eat a ton of Viagra, and you would still not get it up with that.
I totally would fuck her in the ass because then I'd be fucking a Republican. Anyways,
I would do that every time I vote, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd be doing it in physical form, and she'd actually finally have an orgasm for once in her life. Anyways,
who knows? She's probably a freak in the bedroom for all we know. Just saying.
Man.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure
look at
those
she's
teeth
looking
come
at
out.
us.
I think she's got dentures, so those teeth probably come out, and I'm sure she gums it up pretty good.
I don't know. I can't imagine her being kind of kinky when she's that like.
No, I hear you. Although the kinkiest sex I've ever had, like I've said, was with a preacher's daughter. So I mean,
that's the thing is those that talk about don't do this or that are usually ones that are doing this or that.
That's like just good old teenage
they don't do this or
rebellion.
that.
No, hold on. But hold on, hold on.
Preaching.
But hold on. Most of the pastors and priests and evangelicals that are anti-drugs and anti-gay, they end up being caught in a hotel room with a male prostitute while smoking meth.
Right.
So
what I'm
again,
saying.
it's projection.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's like
Got
I don't
that.
do
Or
this,
with a,
and I don't do that, but I'll still suck your dick in the back alley as long as there's no
they
cameras
get
and no
caught
microphones.
they get caught in a motel room, not even a hotel room, a motel room,
sir.
with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pre-op trans person
Yeah, totally.
snorting
totally.
coke off their dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
hey,
Chris-
hey!
Chris-
How
Chris
did
is
you
also
find
right.
that out? Never mind. Oh, sorry, you're not talking about me. Yeah,
Chris,
exactly.
Chris
Those
also
people.
had a good point.
If somebody can like put that up,
Right.
If anybody, anytime. Oh, hey, Surf. Anybody who we haven't said hello to, welcome.
Yeah.
Chris. Anybody else? Hello.
Did anybody put it up yet? If not, I will.
No,
Nobody did it yet.
Yeah, no, totally do it, baby. God damn it, fucking
Voters
Tiny! I can't
probably
read that.
think this is the first
No,
time
it's-
they've
it's
ever
only for
liked
Brandis.
rap.
I know it is obviously, and I know what you said.
No experience with that.
I can read other languages as well. Like I'm just pretending. I know what y'all are talking about. I have Google Translate. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Slim, not everybody needs to know that we're making an appointment for him to fuck me up the ass.
No, God damn it! I was trying to not give it away, and like I was trying not to talk about the pegging, and
I'm gonna pretend I don't know anything.
Let's listen to this lady talk again. Never mind. So let's listen to her. Let's listen to her fast speed. Then we'll slow it down. We'll do it again, and then we'll read part of this. And there's one more remix we're gonna get to right before. And the remix we're probably gonna play on this channel very often. So here we blow. Like I said, this is 2 times the speed.
Hey, Utah District.
See how much better this is already? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda.
Damn, she knows as fast as Eminem.
Yeah.
Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms, and the right to free speech. I want less government control.
See, if she could fucking actually rap like this, I could almost be on board with her. You know what I'm saying?
All she had to do was speed it up like this.
Right.
She didn't even have to do it properly.
The editor.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling what happened is they tried to get her to rap faster, and she could not.
No. That is totally what happened. But
Right, but they could have just
the
sped
thing-
it up like how we just did.
Exactly, baby. That's what a producer does. A producer changes everything about everything.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to the original version of like a Britney Spears singing her songs, it sounds like shite.
Yeah.
They put in all the extra crap, and there's all this other thing.
Auto-tune?
Dude.
Oh, no, not Britney.
Well,
Oh no, there's
when you-
definitely auto-tune with Britney.
I mean, she's auto-tuned by the gentleman that's doing her in the butt walls. Fuck, never mind. Sorry. And
But that was way before she started by herself, because that Mickey Mouse did it.
Yeah, no, Mickey Mouse was fucking her a long time ago from the club. When never mind. But no, what you do is in post-production. In post-production, you put in all the fine detailing. You move the track to the right place to make sure that it starts and stops at the right time, or echoes through to the next rhythm or whatever, right? You know, you make sure that everything fits inside of there. You can get everything to like be either more crisp or more ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's supposed to be like on point, the sharps are supposed to be sharps. You can fucking fix the sharps to be sharps. But if you want it to be an industrial song and or a noise track, then you can muddy it more and you can add more to the, dirtiness to it. That's what this is. This is a video that she spent no money on, did not put any production into it. She could have literally paid any fucking college graduate that was into the music production into making this a gazillion times better. Like if she would have came to me and said, I'll give you $1,000, I would have made this fucking pimpin'. Do I believe in it?
Yeah,
Fuck no. But
yeah, but like she would probably the only people she asked were people that agree with what she's rapping
Of course.
about. And
No,
like,
totally.
come on. How
And they're
creative
all-
can you be if you're conservative?
No, and not
Gotta-
well, and not just that, but like if you don't think outside of your own box, how creative can you actually be? You don't understand the concept of like fuzz the box, and there's a handful of other like things you can use to make this stuff work. When you're doing Fruity Loops and like all the other things to do audio, there's so many like aspects you can change and things you can like just like with Photoshop. You can change the contrast. You can change the shading, how bright the contrast, on how much DPI you have, how big it or how small it is. There's so many things you can change, just like within music. There's so many things you can change to make it critiques to the way you want. Like you can play a regular guitar, an $80 guitar, and throw it into like a music production program and make it sound like a steel guitar. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it's just tuned regularly. There's so many things you can do. And this lady couldn't even spend fucking like $50 to get this like made into what it should sound like.
You'll see just how much it goes further down in here. You'll see how much money she's actually been donated for her campaign.
Yeah, but she didn't spend. Yeah, she didn't spend any money on making this video. So we're gonna go a little bit further.
To stop and expose all political corruption with integrity, morality, accountability.
Okay, so now that we've gotten there, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slow it down just 0.75. Yeah, no, just for a millisecond, just to show you how idiotic this is.
Government programs should lead to self-sufficiency and support traditional family.
Okay, so now
It sounds like my Walkman is without batteries.
Yeah, the batteries start going down, right? Right.
Okay, so family is where we stopped. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to normal again.
Okay.
And we're just going to watch it in normal for a second.
As a fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they're pushing for new beliefs.
Okay, so how horrible is that crap, right?
Right,
now, let's go to this person just reposted it, correct?
Yeah, I think it's the second or third one. Yeah,
right
here. This one. This one.
Yes, it's gentlemen. I remixed this person's campaign video. So we're gonna watch this.
My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome.
This is
Love
amazing.
God and family and the Constitution.
Linda, I got you.
Hey, you from District 12, listen.
Hold on, what I'm going to do is just turn it down just a tiny bit because he adds a lot of bass to this.
He does.
Yeah. So we'll go with this. And here we blow. This guy is amazing.
Hey, you from District 12, listen up right here.
There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution.
Love God, love my family, and I love my Constitution, and I love my 2A. Try to take it, then I'm shooting. If it goes too low, then that's what they always losing. If you vote for Linda, District 12 gon' be booming. Ain't so vote Linda Paulson. Why you stalling? She gon' have you top ballin'. She so awesome, and she pro like back to blue, and she for free speech, and she pick God first. Ain't no way she gon' get beat. That's okay.
Wow.
I think the others just kind of repost it.
I thought there may have been one more that somebody did something of, but let's just check right quick.
Yeah, I didn't get to them all, so.
Because I thought I found maybe one more that was somebody else doing another kind of remix to it, or like something like this. Oh shit!
Is that a video though? Oh, it's smoking.
No, it's not. It's not. But there we go.
It's earphone smoking.
Yeah. His earphones are smoking.
But even some of the comments are funny. Like here, like that one there, Slim. Push it up. And she she uses that last line to be transphobic. Bless her heart.
Bless your heart. Yeah, exactly.
Bless your heart, child.
Yeah. And my name is Linda. I'm here to stay, and we should roll back civil rights in a major way. You know, like it's hilarious.
The reactions are funny.
Yeah, no, this is fucking awesome. If anybody who hasn't actually seen this, go and look at this up again and like This lady is like anti everything, like the family life, anti LGBTQ. She's doing all this fucking crazy crap.
Yeah.
She's got barely any donations to her. Normally, this should be a lot.
4,100, almost 4,200 in donations. That's in addition to the 5,000 she donated herself earlier this year.
Yeah, no. So she's got no backing at all. She's just
as opposed to a candidate who has received nearly 50,000 in donations.
Yeah. So this is just redonkulous and hilarious. Okay, Momo.
I got to get rolling to the office.
Okay, Skits.
It's great to be on. It's great. Thanks for the invite.
How do you roll? How do you roll into the office?
Very carefully.
I hope so. Okay. Please do that carefully and let us know that you rolled in safely.
You are so
Look at your hands,
lucky.
wrap
You
your
know
ankles,
he's not in a
and start
wheelchair.
rolling.
Oh God.
He's a vet, and he said about rolling to work, and you went there. Oh, shame!
Shame.
Sorry.
I told him to not give up that information, but he just did. He divulged it. So that's why you've never seen Skits get up ever. I'm just kidding.
I have.
No, we have. No,
video of Skits and Super Ghost, by the way.
I have seen video of Skits getting up with nothing on, turning around and seeing his balls and ass at the same time.
And you didn't share it with me.
No, it was on a VC. It was not our fault. I could not capture it in enough time. Anyways,
yeah, we saw that happen to you as well. So,
although it was a sexy back end balls and ass. I mean, I love seeing his tank. I mean, what did I say out loud? Anyways, Mama, what's the next thing you want to see?
We're gonna do the man's comeback to HOA, finding him over his truck applauded.
Oh, that she's in
motivation.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't had a chance to look over these other two articles too much, so.
I was trying to find a video of any of these, and I didn't at this point in time find anything.
Yeah.
But
I did read this one. It's more like it's on Reddit, but it just illustrates the point that this guy went through.
Yeah.
With his.
And this is Vila, Tiny. Anybody in the side chat who's not from the Americas?
Mm-hmm.
Are there such things as HOAs where you live? Which
homeowners associations.
Yeah, where like you can't paint your house a certain color, you can't like plant certain plants
in certain areas, or like if you have apartment buildings, then
it's called the council.
Okay, no, wait. Hold on. Apartments are different than homes. HOAs are for homes where you're not renting.
Over
you actually own.
No. No,
you can't own an apartment in an apartment.
Like you say, with flats,
that's
a bit different.
Yeah, of course.
But houses, generally speaking, no, there aren't homeowners associations. However, the council can have certain say. And that's the
local government.
Can't paint your house bright, neon, glow in the dark, orange. When none of the houses there do it, like someone can complain to the council. And the council can say that is unreasonable.
Yeah.
But you can't,
Karen does not
when
have
you
the
buy
power.
a house, that is your house to do with what you want within reason. As long as it doesn't negatively impact your neighborhood, then that's fine. And negatively impact is like.
So I can.
It's not like the grass isn't cut. It's like you've got two rusted cars on your front lawn, and it's not. It's not safe.
Now, do these councils fine these homeowners?
Yeah, do they fine you?
Can they fine them?
People.
Okay, so
basically, it's the council. It's an actual government body. Like we don't let random twats.
HOAs are similar, but they're not government bodies. They're just a group of homeowners that own homes that get together and do this.
And somehow they make like
where I live.
Organization.
Where I live, about half the houses are classed as monuments. So you actually have to get a permit for every bloody thing you change at your house.
I see.
We have that
If
here. They're
it's
like
not
listed
okay,
buildings.
you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah, okay, I get
the other
that
thing is,
part of it.
And the other thing is, we have color codes. There are certain colors that are not appreciated to put on your house. The door frames have to be this or this color. For example.
Yeah, but that's because it's got to be keeping in with a certain aesthetic to keep historical value.
Yeah, but also the new houses have to keep on that color code so that they actually fit into the rest of the house.
Okay, so we all kind of get what we're getting at, or what this is. So nobody's foreign to this subject, I guess.
I will say one thing. I don't understand for a country that brags so much about its fucking freedom, freedom of speech, castle doctrine, and yet you have homeowners association where you let random other fuckers tell you what you can do with your own fucking home.
No, what it remember what it is, Vila. I want the freedom to take away your freedoms.
Yeah.
That is what it
freedom
is.
to oppress.
And homeowners associations are not everywhere in the U.S. Only in just certain.
I know.
Totally.
I know.
And that's what
Just
I was getting at.
It's right.
Yeah.
It basically takes like a court order for them to enforce doing it. Like.
Yeah, they take your money.
It's not an easy job for them to force you to change it back.
No. Yeah. So anyways, let's blow on. Mama, go ahead and begin reading the title, and then we'll get down through the thingamabobbers.
So this is man's comeback to HOA finding him over his truck applauded motivation. A homeowner has been praised online for confessing to parking his truck outside a home and revving its engine daily in a bid to annoy his homeowner association. The resident took to Reddit to share his plan in a post that gained over 12,000 votes in subreddit malicious compliance in less than 1 day. Though he said that homeowners associations suck, he is one of the reported 73.9 million Americans living in HOAs, condominium communities, or cooperatives. Such groups are seemingly on the rise, with iProperty Management reporting that over 80% of new homes sold in 2020 were part of an HOA community. Okay. It says he might be part of it, but the Reddit user was far from a fan, especially after his latest run-in. I got a letter from HOA. Go ahead.
And really quick, when you buy a house in some of these things, you have no choice whether to be in or out of it. If you're out of it, you do not get the house. So if you just want to live in a community or you want to live in a certain place, it's fucking like a cute gated community or this wonderful house that you fucking finally found, or an apartment or duplex or condominium. Any of these things, if they're in an HOA, you just have to be like, fuck, I got to sign into this. And
make sure you find out if it's an HOA area before you look at those houses.
So what I gather from it is...
Hold on right quick. Just what I want to say right before you say more. Some people don't realize what these things are. So they sign up for an HOA and they don't realize what actually goes along with it because they didn't read everything. Because when you're buying a house, or you're buying a condo, or you're buying something,
you're expecting them to be reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't read everything. You're like, I can't paint my house this color. I can't like put a certain plant outside. Sure, whatever. But then you don't realize you can't put up fucking Halloween decorations, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Go ahead.
So what I gather from it all is when an HOA is started, they can't make all the houses join, right? They have certain houses will join, and then if any of those people that own those houses sell the house, the HOA is permanently attached to that house.
Yes.
The next people that move in cannot opt out of it. Once a house is opted in, it is in for good.
Yes, so that's why new community. That's the loophole, Avila. New housing developments are all HOA.
Yeah.
So everybody, they don't let you move in unless you'll
It's
sign
not just
that
certain
contract.
houses; it's the whole area.
Yeah,
They have
they
a
do
certain
whole
area that's an HOA.
Yeah, they do whole communities, and they don't let you move in. And then once they sign the contract, then the next people have to sign the contract, and the next, so it's a big loophole that they have on it. Every time they develop a new community, they put that into it, and then they begin saying that they're going to be on your side, but then they don't let you be on your side because you want to
when they dictate what fucking strain of grass you have on your front lawn.
How late do you fucking on a weekend play music and are like, we were in a place where like it really wasn't like, it was still middle class, but like my next door neighbor that they got sucked into it. Our house wasn't because it was done before, but our next door neighbor was sucked into the HOA, and we'd be playing ping pong or whatever. Yeah, ping pong, with the white ball and the paddles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd have like a little stereo out, and it'd be 8 p.m. on a Thursday. And the next door neighbors are like calling the HOA that we're like partying. We're fucking 15-year-olds.
Right.
In a backyard. What do you fucking think we're gonna do? We have a like little itty bitty like mini little speaker playing music, and we didn't even.
Do you hear about homeowners association like stalking and harassing people
all the time, constantly,
like damaging private property and corruption and embezzlement of association funds and such?
Yeah, exactly. You know how many times
you also got to pay the motherfuckers?
You know how many times
you got to pay Karen?
You pay a monthly. There's a monthly fee.
You pay monthly to be a part of it when you're forced to be in it. And secondly, when there are infractions, you have to pay fines.
And not just that, but you have to go to meetings and stuff. And the head of the HOA. Yes, technically, even though like it's written into the law, so it technically isn't. But once a week I had to go to the fucking head of the HOA's house, and I had to go down on her. That was my penance. That I never mind. Let's just keep going. Mama,
I'm also gonna say that's why I am so happy that the city and most of the surrounding areas don't have
are
HOAs.
not. Yeah. But
there's a few horror stories I could tell you of what HOAs have done.
Yeah, no,
in the Netherlands we
can do a whole stream on it.
HOA is nice, like, because I've heard they're not all bad. Granted, you can't say they're all evil.
No, of course
there
not.
Are so many of them where it's a load of Karens that got together, and now we actually have power to tell people how they have to.
Exactly. You know how many spas I had to like internally inspect and clean myself after. Never mind.
In the Netherlands, we have areas, new build communities, districts like that, but most of the are just environmental, clean energy. Build your own crops communities.
Okay. Here it's every suburb is an HOA technically.
Pretty much.
So it's just a bunch of fucking rich white people.
Like we've got a load of new builds here where they build like an entire mini village.
Yeah.
And I think those have rather strict rules on certain things, but then again, that's also because it's been built literally like an American suburban little area, like, and the UK is taking so many pages out of America's books. It is annoying.
Yeah, it's because they figured out how to make money off of all this shit. It's a money maker is the way that it's like,
okay, you're allowed trees out the front, and you're allowed foot mat, etc. But you can't put Actually, I can't think of anything like that.
So, really quick.
Like there's new build houses and they don't really have much of a front garden here anyway. Like we do back gardens only, not front garden.
Okay.
So like there's not a lot they can complain about because it's in your garden. It's all fenced over.
Okay.
They don't see it. They can't control it.
Anyways, Pippi says they aren't required, but if you don't go to the meetings, you can like help judge on what.
Well, it depends. The meetings usually they'll have like the public meetings for everybody, but then they'll have like once a month have just the HOA, like the president's meetings.
Yeah, and some of them on the board. Yeah, some of them I do believe you do have to go to sometimes, but whatever. But if you don't go to the meetings, you're not going to find out what they're making illegal. So you need to go there to vote out the crap at that shit anyway.
If there's anything like Ice Cream HOA, once a year we'd get like a newsletter.
A newsletter, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
So we would know.
So the HOA does not know about the dungeon, and since it's a private organization, it falls under the law of. Oh, sorry. Because the lizard people and the cyborgs are in. So the lizard people on top. Because it's at the layer that it is, the cyborgs take over that section, and then the mole people are below. So because we're in between, it's actually a government facility, is what we call it, Micro. So yeah, it does not fit under the HOA anymore. It's a torture facility where we find people that we need to get the information out of them, or I need to stick things inside of them to extract information out of them in different ways.
Yeah,
it is underground anyway, so you don't really see it. So
so the HOA doesn't give a flying fuck what color I paint the inside of my fucking sex dungeon.
Exactly.
Yeah, but also like it's not classified as a home, even though. There's that are there indefinitely. Sorry.
It's a private sector. They want to call it an exercise area because we work people to death, But because there's, anyways, Mama, just keep reading on.
All right. So he says here, I got a letter from my HOA stating that the truck I had in my driveway had not been moved in 2 days and therefore was non-running and in violation of their rules, and I was being fined. Apparently, this is my third strike since they had to send me previous warning letters because my grass wasn't green enough or had patches in it, he wrote.
Yep, I've been there, gotten those things.
Would you like that?
I'd grab a spray paint.
I've gotten a letter. We've gotten a letter that says our grass was like spotty.
You want to move it for me, Slim, please?
Oh, sorry. Did I said yeah. Sorry, I did.
I heard you lighting. You go wrong way. Okay, there we go. No, go up. There we go. Now, this is a project truck, but it runs. As in perfect exterior condition, and I work on and move it almost daily. I recently started a new job where I work a lot of overtime, so I hadn't had much time, to work on it, hence the letter. He said that in response, he decided to finish some modifications he had been putting off for a while, making it loud as hell. He then parked outside the HOA president's home daily at 6 a.m. and started the engine to prove that it was running per her guidelines. I also sent a kindly worded letter to the HOA. Oh, that would have been fun to read. Letter to the HOA, letting them know where they can stick their fine. He added, I got a letter today stating the fine had been dropped. I kind of like my new parking space, though. I might keep it for a while. Despite his best techniques not being a favorite of the HOA, Reddit users were left applauding the unconventional response.
So really quick before you keep going.
A homeowner has been praised online after confessing to parking his truck outside a home and revving its engine daily in a bid to the Homeowners Association.
Yeah,
The
there we
resident
go.
took to Reddit to share his plan
Okay,
in a
shit.
post
Okay,
that
shit.
gained over
Hold on,
12,000
hold on.
votes
Okay,
in
hang on.
subreddit malicious
Mom, we don't
compliant
need you
in less than
anymore.
a day.
Hold
I
on,
know.
hold
So
on.
he said that homeowners associations suck. He is one of the reported 73.9
No, click
million
the headphones
Americans.
again and then click the pause button. There you go.
I got it. I didn't know it was gonna keep reading.
Yeah.
So it's right here, right? Can you see it, Mama?
Yeah. So it says, getting in trouble for not moving your own car on your own property for 2 days is ridiculous. What if they stay in for the weekend or you are sick for a few days? You still have to go out and move your car for no reason. That's stupid, especially if it's on your own freaking driveway.
It doesn't make any sense. Just because
Makes
it looks
no
like
sense.
it doesn't run, doesn't mean
Yes.
shite, you fucking crackheads.
I mean, I've heard of some homeowner associations where you can't keep your car in the driveway overnight. It must be in the garage. They get down to that point. Yeah.
Yeah. It's insanely stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
But and then it's here. Does no one in your HOA have weekends off work, get sick, take a vacation? 2 days is a stupidly short amount of time for a car parked in a driveway, which is true.
And who is the cunt that's checking on that?
Right.
And who says that between the times you...
I mean, if your car is majorly dirty and there's cobwebs growing on it, then you may not, then you can go and say something.
But also, like, if somebody always goes by your house and checks it at 6, who says that between 6 and 6 you didn't move your car?
A Karen or a Darren is fucking that does that. But like, if the tires are flat, if like it's got like rusty everything's, it's fucking on blocks and there's no tires. Sure, honey, I get that, but not fucking like a day of fucking not being moved. Fuck you.
2 days, like,
yeah.
For fuck's sake, what if you go on a vacation for a bit? You gotta hire somebody to move your fucking car?
Or
what
God
if
forbid you're in the
you break
hospital.
your leg and are unable to drive? What if you had a stroke?
And
or
not
what
just
if
that.
your vision's failed and now you're blind?
And not just that, right quick. If it's your fucking property, if you have a fucking hot rod on blocks in your front yard,
right?
You own the property. Why does it matter? I understand the concept of your fucking property value going down because of your neighbors, but it's their motherfucking house. Like, you could go to them and say, hey, can I help you fix your car? Can I help you fucking trim your lawn? You could be a nice neighbor and actually go over to somebody and fucking ask them what they need. Like, oh, I didn't realize you're in a wheelchair. What do you need to help you fucking keep maintaining your fucking property?
Everyone
So that
wants to complain about the problem.
Yeah.
No one wants to be the solution.
Exactly.
Everyone will complain about that neighbor's garden. That's ragged as fuck.
Yeah.
But no one knocks on their door and goes, hey, your garden's a bit messy. Is everything okay? Do you want some help?
Go ahead right quick, a tiny.
There's a bit of a homeowners association in my village. We're actually obliged to help each other. That's one of the rules you have to sign when you're gonna live in the village where I live. It also has to do with funerals. We have to organize the funeral for the person that's living next to you. Also, when something happens to his house or something, or to his car, you have to help him.
Totally. That's amazing. Because in the Americas, there's nothing like that bullshit. But yeah, no, that's what you should do. If your neighbor needs something, actually go fucking help him do it. And like, there's been multiple times I've been in places where like, there's obviously some struggle going on with the living situation. It's like, I'll go and help you. Why the fuck not? Oh, they're like, I need you to help me paint this, or I need, this to be done, whatever. Okay, let's fucking do it. Like community is like way more of a major thing than being a selfish ass prick.
Exactly.
So, Mama, let's get through just a little bit more of this, and then we'll get to the next
in America,
asking for help and helping are seen as bad things. I sometimes think.
Well, yeah, because the
I think
fake
it depends.
Christians. Well, the
Depends
fake
on who
Christians.
asks.
Yeah, no, totally. But the fake Christians are like, "What are you going to give me? Why should I be helping you?"
What do I
And you're
get out
like,
of it if I help you? Yeah.
yeah, but it's like
Over
no, but
here, it's really
the-
looked down on.
yeah, and the Jeebus said to fucking help anybody, no matter what their
Mhm.
fucking thing. And if you have an extra couple shillings or whatever the fuck your version of money, then help them with that. And that's what like I try to do, or like we do fucking charity streams, or like Queen is fucking doing stuff with ribbons right now to like help out charities. Widows, Lizard, and Mango and me are in the future are going to do things. I'm going to do other charitable things where we just like raise money for no fucking reason to give it to people who need it more than our punk asses. Just do shit like that. Like that's all that it is to like actually be a positive in society. Yeah, be proactive.
Help around here with tidying up gardens and litter picking and things like that. I don't like the fact that I don't like not contributing to my community, but
I know, but
with all my health shit, I can't contribute to it financially with doing the taxes. So do something. Do
exactly,
anything
Tamale.
to help.
Yeah, exactly, Tamale. Get up and like help somebody like tend their garden or like mow their lawn or do their dishes or
knock on
like
that old beer's door and check if like they need anything this winter. Even if they just need a conversation. Like
exactly, yeah. So that's the difference between us and them, is we're there to like try to help society and community and stuff. Where like Chile, let's see, any of the flat earthers or anybody else, they're out for their own selves to do things.
Yeah.
Where we are like, hey, I'll totally like gravel in the street.
Hey baby, I'm gonna drop the link to my merch and the link to the donation fundraiser in the side chat.
Yes, and so we are raising money for, what are we raising money for? Which charities, Baby Cheeks?
It's Alex's Lemonade Stand, which is a cancer charity.
Yep.
It's a humane society that one of the members of our group volunteers at, John Coyote. And the last one is Break the Silence, which is a DVSA charity that targets men, women, and families.
Sweet.
Oh, that's good.
That's
awesome. And in the very near future, there is an organization called the Rainbow something in Denver that helps trans homeless youths get a place to live, counseling, and schooling that we will be going over in the near future. I have worked with them for the last like 10 years or something like that. So I will be promoting them soon, and we'll be raising money for them in the near future as well. So anyways, let's blow on. Did we read everything from this so far, or?
Yeah, we don't need any more. It's just comments. Just
okay. So what's the next thing there, Mama?
The last thing would be the 7 strict rules that for the Hooters girls that have gotten Hooters girls fired.
Yes. So, if anybody thinks that they want,
one of them is not allowing customers to touch them. Oh.
No, that is definitely not a rule. No, they definitely want them to be harassed. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, Hooters, don't sue me. Anyways, so 7 strict rules that have gotten Hooters girls fired by not obeying these rules. So here we blow.
So it does say that servers at most restaurants can expect to be fired for offenses such as consistent tardiness, theft, or just general poor performance. But at Hooters, the employee handbook looks a little different. As it turns out, the laid-back atmosphere of the sports bar and grill is actually built on a long list of strict rules its waitresses must adhere to, most of which revolve around their uniforms and appearance. A current Hooters girl, Jardin Taylor, recently took to the social media platform TikTok to share a few of these regulations and how they ultimately resulted in the termination of several of her coworkers. Taylor's eye-opening video has already racked up close to 500,000 views, and she's certainly not the first Hooters girl to come forward with this type of behind-the-scenes information. So I think, is there a continued?
I thought there was more, but I don't see more.
There's
from this
the
one.
original story here at Eat This, Not That.
No, this
So this
original
one had more. Because it did like show her. I think it showed her TikTok. Do they eat this or not that? I think that's the original article.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I think it shows her TikTok, if I'm not mistaken.
So we've already been through that. Now we're about to hear. So the first one is this. So here's the first one, Mom. Oh, son of a... Hold on, give me just a millisecond. There we blow. So the first one is that one.
Okay. So here it says Hooters girls cannot change their hair color. So at modern day Hooters, a more natural look is valued. This means only waitresses with naturally colored hair are considered for the position, and they are additionally not permitted to dye their hair while they are still employed, unless approved by the manager.
So really quick, so what they're getting at is you can only be a brunette, you can only be blonde, or you can only be natural hair colors. If you want to dye your hair
black,
like
brunette,
a blue,
blonde, redhead.
Yeah. So if you want to dye your hair like
it has to be a natural red head, like
okay, no.
It couldn't be copper or bright red. It has to be like the burnt auburn.
Yeah, exactly, Tamale. What they want is they want you to be this
property.
Yes, and well, they want you to be the stereotypical like hot girl, which
they want
is
you
the
to
brunette,
look like the hot
blonde,
girl next door, the good old southern neighbor chick.
Yeah.
But
Not
the hot girl
the
next
girl.
door that like we
Hold
got
on,
her in
hold
the
on.
stream.
Well, yes,
That
but
Fila
like,
girl.
yeah, but not the kinky girl who would take it up the butt the first fucking time. It's the hard to get kind of like the natural colors. Anyways, Mama, keep reading on.
Also, I guess natural hair with a natural look, it makes them think it's natural. The body's natural.
Right. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is they want to pretend that.
And one of the main rules of Hooters is that whatever you look like when you are hired, you have to maintain that standard. Taylor explained in her TikTok video. This rule cost one of Taylor's fellow Hooters girls her job when she dyed her hair from black to red and then declined her manager's request to switch it back. So you can't do all these wild hair colors. Yeah, I get it.
But once you get hired, you can't even change it after that.
No, you have to maintain it through your whole thing.
But we don't even know if it was a crazy red. It could have been like a nice natural red.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is it has to still be at whatever it looked like in the beginning.
She had the black hair to begin with. She's supposed to keep the black hair throughout.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Because her manager was like, "No, you can't do that. We have to, you have to change it back." Yeah.
But who cares?
Well,
apparently Hooters does.
That's how this model for this corporation works. This chain works, and that's why we're going over it. Is the idiocracy of it? So, Mama, go ahead and.
Hooters girls must have their hair styled.
So what does that mean? That means this.
And that's not the only hair stipulation. Another Hooters employee recently shared her TikTok post where she discussed a few rules that came with the gig. Among them that servers are expected to have their hair done for each and every shift, in addition to keeping it an acceptable natural color. So you can't just have like you just got out of bed hair day kind of deal, or just thrown up in a ponytail. Has to have some style to it.
Well, like not having a bad hair day, I kind of get that.
Right.
But I don't know. But like, have your hair done.
To stroke the male ego, you need to make it look like you've got dressed up for them special every day.
But also like, how much does getting your hair done cost?
No. They don't mean professionally going to the hairdressers. They mean like you need to have your hair straightened, straight, and looking good or curled. You can't just do what I do, where I chuck it in a bun and I'm done. Sorted. I would need to do like I've done today, where like I've waved it a little before, I've got it to the side. Normally I have it up 9 times, almost all the time. It's up in a bun constantly. Today I've got it down. I've tried to do it a bit nice, so I've got to have it done perfectly.
If you look at the picture above it, all the girls' hair's down and flowing and hanging on their shoulders, which to me, when you're working around food, you don't want your hair loose like that.
Yeah, like food health regulation says that you can't have long, loose hair around food.
Right.
Wait, what you're telling me is I can't have my pubic hair hanging out while I'm making the cheeseburger?
No, hon, you got to keep it strong.
Oh, I got to get that hair net for my pubic hair?
Yeah.
You got to get that American net.
Yeah,
pubic hair net, Okay, so go ahead, Mama, on the third.
So, Hooters girls have to limit the amount of jewelry they wear.
Yes, they
something else I can understand.
That's not a bad thing.
That's reasonable.
Yes.
Taylor shared that a different server was forced to turn in her orange shorts and tank top when she failed to comply with the restaurant's strict jewelry policy. Servers can only wear stud earrings, 1 ring, and are not allowed to wear any type of necklace. Additionally, only small stud nose rings are permitted, and Taylor's colleague broke this rule by wearing a septum nose ring. Yep. Taylor shared that her coworker technically quit before she could be fired, and she refused to take out the piercing.
Yeah.
So they basically don't want anything to. I think what it is
just a distracting.
It's a distraction.
Nothing alternative.
Stuff.
No, it's not a distraction. It's anything that makes you look
alternative.
Well, yeah, alternative, because it's either remnants of these piercings. These things make you dirty.
Sure. Sure.
It just said necklace. It could be like a little dainty necklace, nothing major. You still can't wear it.
But I'm talking about the piercings.
Oh, the piercings.
So they don't want you wearing things like that. By banning all necklaces, they don't have to say you can't wear crucifixes.
Right. Yeah.
So they say no necklaces, and that way they don't have to get into that dicey territory of banning religious items, which is illegal.
Or it limits big gaudy necklaces or whatever, Yeah.
Yeah, but then a dainty necklaces would be allowed, because then that's not gaudy. A thin chain would be allowed, and that would be.
What I'm saying, by banning all necklaces, you can't just say, "Oh, you can wear this type of necklace, but you can't wear this type of necklace."
Well, you can. That's a very regular rule in a lot of places. So by saying no necklaces,
not in their place. That's what I'm saying.
Anybody. Yeah.
They just ban all of them altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, which is easier. But if they wanted to have like it, it makes sense. They're trying to stop it with that. They're trying to make it so you again look like the cute, clean, girl next door type.
Yeah. Exactly.
The girl that like the all-American girl.
Yeah, exactly. So before we get to the next one, how do they know that I have a diamond jeweled butt plug in? Never mind. So what's the next one, Mama?
Hooters girls
in those hot pants, you will see it.
God damn it, I knew it. Okay, anyways, Mama, let's keep going.
Hooters girls could be fired for gaining weight.
Isn't that discrimination?
So believe it or not, no. Believe it or not, servers at the wing joint can also get the boot for gaining weight. In our location, you got 2 weight warnings and then you're fired. And inside source shared on BuzzFeed. If you got pregnant though, they had special uniforms. She additionally clarified. You cannot fire somebody for being pregnant. That's against the law.
Yes, but when you do get into this job, they make you sign something that's almost like an NDA or a contract. So it says if you get so fucking big, they can fire you. Same with the jewelry, same with everything else. You sign a contract saying that you're going to work here under these stupid ass fucked up guidelines.
Yeah,
is this right? Fuck no. None of this is right. But that's why we're talking about it. And this is exactly why Mama brought it up.
And I do want to clarify one thing. Hooters girls are not about being the girl next door or wholesome looking. They wear shorts that ride up their ass and tank tops that show off their boobs.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So it's
Look at that.
It's about presenting
they want the girls to look like the girl next door. That's the whole point. It's playing into a fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the slut next door.
And
if they wanted the girls to look hot and sexy, they would be like, okay, well, all right, we've got brunette, okay, redhead, yes, because then we get like the alternate guys in because they see the hot alternate girl. Okay, we've got the guys like this for this girl. They would capitalize off people liking different styles of body and different styles of woman, basically, but they don't want that. So they want to play into the stereotypical all-American girl.
Yeah,
and
all
there's
they
a
want
reason
is
why, yes, they're revealing, but the women aren't allowed to go so far to do certain things because there is an element. It's still meant to be family-friendly Hooters, which is the fucked up thing. Like, it isn't meant to be like a dirty, like, not quite strip joint. It isn't meant to be like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did they use the service outlets in originally?
We used to have a brand in the Netherlands that's quite the same that's called Teasers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like butt fuckers.
But what it's doing is they're walking the fine line between
yes and no, because one of the things one of the things that some of the servers do, and I'm not saying that this is part of their protocol, and as soon as I get done saying this, Mamba, keep reading, is they come in, they put their hand on your shoulder and they call you honey, and they do the things to make you feel like you're wanted, just like in a strip club. But the kids don't know that. If you're with your family, the wife doesn't know that. There's code words that are being used that are making things happen so that you're going to like tip them more or buy more stuff or be agreeable to buy chicken wings that are 200% priced up.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, go ahead, Mama.
Kicked out.
I mean, the name itself, Hooters, does not imply wholesomeness in my book.
So
being kicked out because you just wanted to go for a drink and didn't pay any attention to the girls.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's what happens with me in teasers.
So really quick before Mama begins again. I did not know this and I didn't understand the concept of it. But when I was 15 years old, I wore a Hooters jersey to school. And my parents got called because they're like, why is he wearing this? And I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know it meant fucking boobies. But the school, all the teachers, the principal was like, he shouldn't be wearing this to school. And my mom was like, oh, it's mine. And like, he's not. Yeah. But they had a problem with it because they knew what it meant.
He was just a Harry Potter fan. He liked owls.
To me, that's what it was. To me, that's what it was. I had no idea what the fuck it actually meant until I got sent home with it. And my mom was like, oh, it means boobies. And I went, oh, I see the eyeballs now. And okay, now I understand the concept of that. And then as soon as I began being horny or getting a hard on, I went, okay, and now I get this bullshit. But it was like right before just right before my hormones began turning. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. Anyways, so let's go to the next one. The uniform, blah blah blah. Something about. Anyways, hold on. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Mama, go ahead and say the next portion of this.
Actually, we're on number 5, I think.
Son of a beach. No, I'm just
Yes,
kidding.
this one.
You're right.
This
You're
one.
right. You're right.
So, Hooters girls are not permitted to wear their uniform outside the restaurant.
Okay, so before you begin speaking about this, they have been to some of our events, and they will wear their uniforms. They were outside the restaurant, but they were working for them still.
Right. If it's in the capacity of the restaurant, then that's one thing.
They were at a venue next to it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Like
they were still. It was within. They were still doing the Hooters.
The confinements
stuff,
of
right?
the thing. Yeah,
right.
No, totally. Yeah, no,
They were working.
I just wanted a fake call out that it said inside the restaurant because
I think what they're getting at here is you can't like take your uniform home and get dressed and then go to work.
Well, no, or get leave work and get drunk somewhere and be presenting Hooters in your uniform. Most companies have that in their contract where you cannot leave the company, get drunk, or do a crime in the uniform, and it'd be legal.
I've worked with uniform doing waitressing and shit.
Yeah.
You were not allowed to have your logo on display when you are not directly working. So if I went on a cigarette break, I would have to put something on to cover my uniform up, like
wear a jacket or a hoodie.
After work, when I was a pot washer at the pub, I had to put a jumper on over to sit down at the bar because we would all have a pint when we finished work closing down.
Yeah.
And we would all sit, and until the door locked and the last customer was out, because kitchen shut half an hour before bar shut, we'd have to sit in the bar with jumpers on, even if it was the middle of summer, sweltering hot, because we couldn't have our uniform showing. Either that or get changed.
Yeah.
I understand.
That's a very common practice.
Right.
I understand that completely.
Yeah. Even if you're at the bar in the same restaurant, you're not working, so you're not meant to have it on show.
Right.
You know? Like,
you're every time
member of staff at that point.
So before Mama begins this, just like every time I left the strip club, I took off my panties before I went into the alley to go smoke a cigarette. Never mind, sorry. Anyways, keep going, Mama.
Okay, so the recognizable orange and white Hooters ensemble is highly revered and is not to be worn off premise for any reason. This even includes in the parking lot both before and after servers' shifts. The chain takes this rule very seriously, and a former server even recalled waitresses being fired for breaking it, according to the same BuzzFeed thread. You were only allowed to be seen in your uniform at the restaurant. No arriving in uniform, no leaving in uniform, and definitely no lending the uniform to friends or for Halloween parties, costume parties. She said, girls actually got fired for this.
How do they prove that?
What happens is they have like areas in the restaurant, like locker rooms where they can change.
I understand.
How do they prove that? Like you've lent someone's Halloween costume.
But I understand
of their friends in it.
Yeah, but how do they prove that that's their uniform and not a Halloween costume that you can buy?
Their dumbasses fucking left the fucking name tag on.
Or something like that. Or they're like, well, uniform wasn't here on Halloween, and we saw pictures of your friend wearing it on social media or something.
That's your uniform.
And you were right next to it, and blah blah blah, and I mean,
that's a hard one to prove.
There's some places that actually have uniforms that have to stay there, and they'll get cleaned and everything else when they do linen and all that stuff.
So really quick, let Tiny speak.
I actually changed my shirt before the stream because sometimes I turn on my camera And I was before I was wearing in Discord. I was wearing a shirt with the name of my company on it.
Yeah.
And because my company does not like me to be on social media,
totally
promote and doesn't. Well, it's not me, but just have his name on social media without them knowing. I changed my shirt.
Yeah.
There's something a bit like it.
A bit, yeah. It's
so
like,
it's
understandable,
but yeah. For example,
it's
the
a
person
copyright
in the
thing
uniform
to some
gets
extent.
drunk,
right?
Hold on, real quick.
And it's filmed.
Yeah.
In the film time.
Well, hold on. Like, if you go to a costume shop and you're like, I want to look like a UPS driver, they're gonna have a SPU shirt.
Yeah.
And it's gonna look close, but it's not gonna be the right thing.
Hooters will be hookers.
Yeah. So one more thing before I let anybody else go ahead and speak. Is I had a friend who was working for the post office, and he actually gave me his like really, really old stuff to use for props. His shirt, his his shorts, and a couple other things that legally I was not supposed to have. And he's like, he's like, just don't say where this came from. He's like, use it, make this a costume, but don't tell anybody where it came from. Right? So again, it's illegal, or you know, they don't want you using the real logos on things. You can make fake versions of it, but Hooters does not want their real fucking shit out there, like their employees are doing something illegal or wrong or anything like that.
Right.
We actually had quite a silly thing happen here with that. There was a television show, and it was about a small town doctor. And like the town's policeman, he was a bit of a silly fool.
Yeah.
The cops actually sued them, and the next season they were not allowed to use the official police branding.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things.
And we don't want to be associated with that. Like, what the fuck, man? That's everybody knows that is.
Yeah, no, that's what we're getting at for sure. So, Mama, keep reading on.
All right, Hooters girls must strike a delicate balance with makeup.
Oh, I agree. That should be a rule in the world. Not just
in yet another viral TikTok, a Hooters girl read a few guidelines straight from her updated employee handbook, specifically around both dress and makeup. Makeup is not optional, she said. You must come to work photo shoot ready. The rule book also expanded on how servers could blend their makeup to look natural, and shared a pre-approved list of makeup brands to use. The natural standard also extends into nail color. Bright colors, glitter, nail art, and any chipping or peeling polish could all lead to write-ups at the chain, which you have an appearance to uphold. I can understand that.
I get that, but like, yeah.
You know, and then go ahead, Brainless.
It might be slightly too much, but again, if they signed a contract with that and they're okay with it, then
that was the thing. Is this is all under contract technically?
As they just said, their updated manual.
Yeah.
So not stuff they signed up for. So that's kind of scary. Like
manuals will change with the times as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, of course, but
employee handbooks and stuff will change with time.
Like they probably updated it for COVID with some mask rule in.
Yeah.
And I've just given it a quick look. Just because I wanted to see, and there are so many costumes out there for Hooters that look like the real deal.
Yeah. Oh, I understand that.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like how extra did they have to look into it to figure out that they lent the uniform, or how dumb was the girl to go,
it had to been an admission of some sort.
prove it.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, no.
It had to be an admission of
Why
some
do I
sort.
have to make her give up her financial information for you? No.
Yeah.
I can't make her do anything.
The thing is, people will out themselves on social media most of the time.
Oh, yeah,
in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
but
it's still true. But I still understand why if it's a real deal and somebody does something wrong somewhere else wearing.
Oh yeah, but I mean a Halloween
that
costume.
uniform.
I'm literally talking about as a Halloween costume.
And also, if it gets damaged, it needs to be
but then the server has
Hold
to
on,
pay
hold on.
for it. You buy
Hold on.
those uniforms.
Hold on, right quick. The whole reason this was done is to get to people to not wear their uniforms doing these things.
Right.
Yeah.
It was not to prosecute people wearing them. It was to get you
can't.
as a employee to not let people wear
And if
them.
it's a Halloween costume, it's not going to look exactly the same either.
No, like I said, I looked it up. They are the same.
No, of course. Well, of course, but that's what the whole reason you signed an NDA is to not dispose or to not divulge that information.
Yeah.
So you don't get it's just as a safety net for them. The lawyers made them put into the fucking contract.
I get the rules with the uniform in every which way.
I get you. Yeah, no, I
I've
know.
just got this idea of like a manager in the office with like 4 laptops, just like that. Oh yeah, no, look. Oh yeah, that's the exact same. Look, it's got that little stain there.
Yeah,
from
no,
those
that
hot
doesn't really
wings, and
happen.
the
No,
stains on the
no,
exact
no.
same place. Look, they line up.
Yeah, no, that's not. I totally hear what you're saying, Vila, but that's not exactly what it's made for.
That's all I can imagine in regards to that fucking Halloween outfit thing.
How many people did they say that got fired from that? Nil that we really know from just the sharing of the outfit.
There was one.
They said a few girls got fired that way. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? How did that happen?
Because they're being stupid and they put it on the interwebs and they said
that's probably exactly how it was found out. Yeah,
maybe I'm giving them like far too much credit.
No, you're talking about just like flat earthers. Flat earthers don't know shite, and they're gonna sputter out something, and you're gonna fucking give them way more fucking credit than what
I'm thinking somebody brought it to the manager's notice.
Attention.
Somebody saw it probably and brought it to their attention.
And that's if you live in a small town or in a place like Vila that's not very large, somebody shares that their best friend fucking is using their uniform and they, you know what I'm saying? You're thinking global when you need to think local.
Right.
Is that from Biodome? You're thinking local and you need to be thinking like it's backwards. Yeah. But anyways, it's kind of like the same thing to some extent.
Right.
But again, like there may be a stain on something, right? If you have a stain on your shirt that you didn't like clean, and you have a photo of you that night having the stain, and then that night your homegirl is wearing the same shirt with that same stain, a prosecutor is going to be able to say that I can put this kind of thing together. If you are doing a photo shoot with your homegirl next to you during an hour after you got off work, and she's now a Hooters person, and there's a lot of links that you can put together. I'm not saying that I've ever worn a Hooters girl's outfit after one of my friends got off work and gotten photos taken of me, but that may have happened in another universe. Anyways, let's keep going, Mama.
Yeah. So Hooters girls cannot sport visible tattoos.
Although I thought that was a little bit of a lie in where I'm at, but it may be true because I think I've seen a couple tattoos around where I am. But Mama, keep reading, please.
The Hooters employee additionally shared from the company handbook that tattoos are permitted but must be covered at all times. If you choose to get a piercing or tattoo during your employment, you will not be able to work until it's covered or removed, she cited. Another former server confirmed this rule and explained how she dealt with it firsthand. Every day I had to cover my tattoos, she recalled. If makeup was coming off my tattoo, I had to go to the back and apply more. This leads me to think that they do have like locker rooms in the backs for the girls.
They totally do. Yeah.
They probably have uniform services come in and switch out the uniforms periodically to deal with stains and all that stuff, rather than have the girls deal with them.
I mean,
to make sure they maintain a certain standard.
From what I've come to understand, you have to keep your uniform clean. You have to take it home.
No company does that. Like, the only ones I know that do it are companies that you get biological waste on your clothing, and then it's because it has to be washed a specific way. You buy that uniform, or more specifically, you rent it from them, and you are responsible for its maintenance. If you lose something, you have to buy a new top. If it's damaged, you have to buy a new top. And when you are done with it, you can give it back, and you may get the deposit back if it's in a fit enough state. Because again, this company don't want you having the uniform if you don't work there, so they will want you to hand it back when you finish service with them.
One of my exes worked for a catering company who did catering for like the Golden Globes and all of the fancy awards ceremonies around the Americas. And she got paid a crap ton of money just to like serve people, but they paid for them to get it cleaned and pressed. And as long as you got it and took it back and wore it pressed, then you were okay. But like, man, she did all kinds of crazy crap, and they paid her stupid amounts of money to like serve people food or like give people napkins and weird, crazy shit like that at these award ceremonies. It was insane. But like, again, the company like paid for all these weird things to be cleaned for her to go pick up for her to wear, or have like the napkins or whatever they had over their arms, or the towels or rags or whatever. I don't know what they're fucking called.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking peon. So I don't know what all that crap was, but every once in a blue moon, you could see her on these award ceremonies doing something in there, you know? Like at first I was like,
silver service catering is a very different beast.
Yeah, totally. Like having these spoons polished a certain way and things polished, and you hold things a certain way and you present them a certain way.
A certain way in a certain order.
Yeah, exactly.
You always have to serve from the left and counterclockwise. You have to do things separately. And then it's also different if you use the tongs or the spoon method.
Yeah, and it mattered. It mattered on if you were fingering a prince, a king, or an emperor.
Yeah,
which way that you went.
And you had to work from the outside in.
Inside, yeah, exactly. Yep. Anyways, Mama, did we go over everything, or is there anything else you would like? Awesome.
I think
so
we did.
Wonderful. I think we're just gonna at this point, and here the next time we do these things, we're gonna maybe get a little bit more in depth, and I'm gonna add a little bit more substance. But this is the first time we're like having Mama spank us with a ruler. I mean, teach us with a ruler. I mean, guide us with a ruler.
Should I get my nun's uniform and get the ruler? And
no, that's what we're hoping with the future.
No, that was a yardstick with me, Mama.
Okay,
yeah,
that was a little bit soft.
So now she
was
guiding us with a ruler. Next time she'll just rule us.
Exactly.
I can do my Mother Superior impersonation from the Blues Brothers. You know.
Oh,
totally.
You guys recall that scene?
Yep.
Yes,
of course.
But we're on a mission from God. So
yes, you're on. And you're swearing, and I can.
Yeah, no. So in the near future, or the next time we do this, Mama will be giving us more lashings, tongue lashings. I mean, whippings. I mean, rulings. I mean, whatever.
As Microraptor says, or Chris Durham said, I should be Globy Momanatrix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glober Momanatrix.
That's what we're getting at. Mama is going to be the dominatrix of all of us, giving us the information that she wants to pound inside of our holes. I mean, inside of our heads, our ears, mouths, whatever. Anyways, let's just end it here. And thank you, Mama, for giving us the information.
Yeah, we definitely need to end it. You're starting to glitch again, baby.
Exactly. So thank everybody else who's here and everybody in the side chat, and we will spank about it later. If anybody wants to come into the dungeon, well, I'll come inside of you later, Brainless. Don't worry about that. Anyways,
Oh yes.
we will probably be in Queen's Dungeon VC later, doing things and things. So thank you all very much. Thanks, Mama, for helping us do this, and for everybody else. We will see you in the next one. So bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.